Welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, Dr. Yukon Suckit. That's my given name. So if you happen to like this video today, I would appreciate it if you could please hit that big thumbs up and show that you liked it. And while you're at it, subscribe to the channel because that would definitely help us out a lot. All right, so for today, we are going to be taking a look at a deck referred to as SELSENYA RAMP. SELSENYA RAMP, I found this one over at Untapped GG. And I thought, yeah, let's check this one out. Like a little bit of ramp, like green and white. You know what's nice about them? They're not blue. That's what I like about them. So let's see what's in this deck and try to figure out how it's going to work. At the lowest end, we got Luminarch Aspirant, who at the beginning of every combat, you put a +1 counter on target creature you control. Pump. We got Valorous Stance, which it's funny because I've never seen the first effect be used, which is target creature gains indestructible. Yeah, sure, it could happen. But it's always destroy target creature with toughness of 4 or greater. I've seen that a lot. Valorous Stance, that's what you're using it for. You're going to be destroying target creature, toughness of 4 or greater. We got Prosperous Innkeeper. Whenever he comes into play, he puts out a treasure. Whenever another creature comes into play under your control, you gain a life. So he's a little bit of ramp because you get that 1 treasure. Other than that, he just kind of keeps you with some life. Not much. I seem to remember this guy used to be just such a super jerk. Whenever you see him, you just had to kill him. But in reality, nowadays, I just don't think of him as being that big of a deal. I mean, he's good to put into a green deck just because he keeps the life going, I suppose. And if you got a lot of creatures that pump because of life gain, then sure, he's great. But I just don't see how he's that great anymore. I don't know what I was thinking in the past. So we got Tangled Florahedron, which is a mana plant, essentially. And he can either be a land or a creature, depending upon what you need more. Yeah. Because, I mean, they do the same thing. They both tap for green mana. Just depends whether you want it to be wiped out or not. All right, so we got Archon of Emeria. So this guy's been making a lot of waves nowadays because of his ability. It's kind of amazing because I remember I used to like him in the past, and then he went for, God, it seemed like months with no play whatsoever. So there's a 2/3 flying creature, and each player cannot cast more than 1 spell each turn. Non-basic lands your opponent's control can enter the battlefield tapped. So he basically makes it hard for people to play more than 1 spell. I mean, they can't. They have to destroy him before they can do that kind of stuff. And it slows down non-basic lands for your opponents. So it's part of that whole tax thing that's becoming a great deck right now, is that whole taxes. Anything that slows your opponent down is the way to go. It's all about tempo. So we got Brutal Cathar. This guy's fantastic because of his ability to just keep exiling more creatures the opponent control. When it comes into the battlefield, you exile a target creature. When he transforms, you exile a target creature. And he just keeps sucking people up. Now, the big problem with him is that as soon as he dies, however he dies, your opponent gets all those creatures back again. So it's kind of like a savings account where they just get their stuff back. At least with, I don't know, that other spirit, they come back as tokens. You know, so if they've got some cool abilities, they don't get nothing when they come back. All right, so that's what, but still, he's pretty sweet. And his werewolf has 4 strike, so that's pretty good too, and ward. Wedding announcement. This is probably one of the best white cards that's been out in a long time. You know, it's pretty much a saga, even though it's not written that way. Probably because it's just a little complex, because it always seems like it has like 3 steps to it. So at the beginning of your end step, put an invitation counter on it. If you attack with 2 or more creatures turn, you draw a card. Otherwise, you create a 1/1 white human token. If the wedding announcement has 3 or more invitations on it, transform it. So it means you come out on your first turn and you get something. On your second turn, you get something. And on your third turn, you turn it into a glorious anthem. So this is a saga, and it just depends, you know, on whether or not you get to put out that invitation counter or not. Because if someone put out like if your opponent put out a Vorinclex, then you're not getting any counters whatsoever. And this thing's just sitting around putting out creatures and cards. Actually, that'd be pretty sweet. All right, so let's see. We got Skyclave. Oh, there he is. Skyclave Apparition. So this is the one. So this is all about control for the most part between Brutal Cathar and Skyclave. Their opponent's creatures are going to get exiled, and this is the one who can only do. But this is permanents, right? Not just creatures. You can take out enchantments with this or planeswalkers as long as their mana value is 4 or less. But then, yeah, as soon as this thing dies, then they get back an illusion creature token where it's equal to its mana, the mana value of the exiled card. Legion Angel. There's only one because in the sideboard, I believe, yep, there they are. There's 3 of the other 3. Because what happens is that you just... That's why, can't you put like just a bunch more out here? That'd be interesting. Like, why do we limit this to just 3? Couldn't I just pack a bunch more and then just start popping them in? I don't know. I'll look into that later. That's an interesting idea. Because it just says, yeah, you go get another Legion Angel from outside the game. But are you still limited to just 4? I think that might be the case. I think that's the case. All right, so Starnheim Unleashed. It, basically you can foretell it, at which point then you're able to... This one normally puts out just one 4/4 white Angel Warrior with Vigilance. But if you foretell it, then it's XX, meaning that, if you paid 3, you'd be able to get 1 angel. If you pay 5, you get 2. If you pay 7, you'll get 3 angels out of the deal. So yeah, you want to foretell this thing early and then just save up your money until the end of the game and then just start popping those things out. So yeah, you can see there's a strong angel vibe for the in-game here, because here's the last one, Emeria's Call. So this one could be a land, but if you can hold off, you got 7, you create 2 white angel tokens, plus all non-angels gain indestructible until the end of the turn. So you got a lot of angels here at the end of the game. So it looks like that's what we're doing. We're hoping to get going by the end of the game. Wandering Emperor is a flash in to exile target tapped creature. And other than that, you get to just pop out some samurai babies and give people +1/+1 counters and first strike till the end of the turn kind of situation. So she's way awesome as far as just exiling target tapped creature. And then after that, she's pretty good at doing the rest of it. Yeah. All right, so I almost want to remove Esika's Chariot. Esika's Chariot's way too good. I just feel like it's a cheater card. It's not. You can play it. It's yours to do. But I just happen to really hate Esika's Chariot. Now, the thing is, though, is that when you play it, you get a copy of a target token you control. I'm hoping that we have angels out, because that would be super cool. I'm trying to think what else you could do potentially, because otherwise you're just copying 2/2 cats, and it'd be great to copy 4/4 flying angel tokens. That would be really sweet. And up here they would be the flying with vigilance ones. So yeah, if you could keep Esika's Chariot out when you got some angels flying, that'd be sweet. And we got Yasharn, the Implacable Earth, who is a giant elemental borer. Okay, so he's a 4/4. When he enters the battlefield, you search for a force card and a plains card, reveal them, put them into your hand, and then shuffle. Players cannot pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. There's non-land permanents. Okay, well, that will definitely shut down like the artifact sack deck that's so popular right now. Pay life. You don't see that happening so much. All right. So that's all of the main cards we got dealing with here. On the flip side in land, we got 1 Cave of the Frost Giant. We got 1 Lair of the Hydra. So not a whole lot when it comes to man lands. We got the Kamigawa land that, 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. I've actually found that to be quite useful. This one disenchants either artifacts, enchantments, or non-basic lands. And some dual lands and some fast lands. So that's what we are dealing with today in SELSENYA Ramp. Where's the ramp really come from this, though? I guess this gets you a little bit of ramp, that gets you a little bit of ramp, that gets you a little bit of ramp. So I don't see a lot of ramp going on here personally. But that's what it was called, SELSENYA Ramp. So let's check it out and see how it does. Alright, we're playing against deathknight. Oh, that would have been an awesome name when I was 11 years old. deathknight. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it. Alright, I gotta play white. I'm gonna play out the white early. This allows us to, we're not gonna see anything with 4 or greater, so I'll just choke back on that one. Lair the Hydra. And we're done. I can actually start attacking on the next turn to Lair the Hydra. Looks like I won't though. Looks like I'll be able to use that Valorous Stance though. Alright, let's go for this one here and Brutal Cathar our way into his heart. If I see him, I put out something, and then I would start to Blizzard Brawl me, because he's playing with snow, so he knows there's going to be Blizzard Brawls. There we go. Now see, the thing is that Archon would have really helped there. Let's, I'm going to say let's oh god, if I do this, I'll actually get some more lands really quick, and I have a nice guy for blocking. Let's do that. Those two, I choose you. Alright, we're doing awesome on the land front. Alright, he's still playing under my level. If I put this out now, I'll slow things down. And I have the ability to disenchant, but there's nothing to disenchant. Just going for the attack. It's interesting that he'd rather sack for that. He'd rather just kill his pack leader. Yeah, trample's not super cool. But I know who's awesome though. Valorous Stance. Valorous Stance. Let's take care of that. Destroy target creature. Suck, suck, suck it! Alright, here we go. Skyclave Apparition. I guess we should get started on Esika's Chariot. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm willing to trade if you are. I can't do much about that. Well, that's more of those Valorous Stances sound pretty good right now. What am I willing to trade for this? Alright, still got an 8-8. There's now 7-7. somehow. What's this guy cost? 5, so that's not going to get him. Wedding announcement. Yoink. And let's see, we need to send in these two. Leave the cat as a blocker. Oh, that's right, I'll have a little attendant here. But what happened to him? Oh, what? Why? Oh, because I got a card because 2 people attacked, that's why. No! Oh, that senior sucks. Can I cast 2 of these and do things 8 or less? That'd be really sweet. Alright, all I can think of doing at this point is we'll put out another one of these guys, so that way between him and the cat we can take out the Vorinclex. Sweet googly, freaking moogly. What do I think here? Why can't I do this? Oh, because I have my own guy keeping me from doing more than 1 per turn. Alright, let's send in the flyer. Yep, next combat. Next to attackers. No reach, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright. You're gonna block the elemental there, my friend. Toski. Past the blockers. 1, 2. There we go. And block. Toski is a 4. Really nice. Okay, here we go. Well, how much do I got here? A bunch? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 6 for this. Here's 7 and 8. Oh, sheet! That's right, I can only do 1 per turn. I'm a maroon. Alright, no attacks. Pass the blockers. I could block Toski with this guy, so that's no problem. Alright, there is this. Let's go ahead and land up. I'll put this out. We'll take out the Toski. Why? What is preventing that from happening? Am I doing this for myself? That doesn't make any sense. Something's going on. And that is it. Let's send in this guy to attack. Next to attackers and go. I'll probably start attacking with my Hydra tree here pretty quick. All right, weak sauce. Alright, so at this point I can do a Hydra for 3, for 4. Let's see. He's just got a whole lot of nothing going on there. I can block with some dumbass cats if I felt like it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. If I was him, I'd just be holding back on the Soul of the Wild. That was weird. Good game, my man. Alright, we're playing against Kimah. How you doing there, Kimah? Alright, we got 3 lands. Looks pretty good. Bunch of whites. I like what I'm seeing here. Let's keep it. Alright, Valorous Stance. Wedding announcement. Got some control. 7 potentially, or 4th land if we need it. The kitty cat we could poke in the face. How you doing, Charlie Tuna? Kimah. That was sweet using that last turn to take out that troll. 2. Let's go for Skyclave Apparition. This is ridiculous. I just really wanted to take out that stupid companion. See, the other thing was to take out the wedding and pull out the wedding announcement. Then we start putting our clock on putting out the little dudes. All right, I'm gonna. God, I want to keep that. All right, tell you what, we're just gonna put out this. I could Skyclave it again, but I'm not going to. No attacks in turn. We'll see what he does on this next turn here, because Shambling Gas would be a good one to Skyclave as well. I mean, it's 4 or less, and I'm wasting on little peons. It just the Shambling Gas really gets in the way. That's who I want to disenchant right there. And what do I need for that? 2. That's the key to his entire deck right there. Oh, no green, huh? Well, that sucks. All right. Cancel. Let's sort out as a green. Let's go ahead and Esika's Chariot it. And let's send in Super Jerk Osborne there. Go get it! What is this thing doing here? Creature tokens get +1 whenever there are one or more non-token creatures die. Create a token creature, so to become a 3/2 flying. And I don't like Esika Chariot. Let's see, is this cheap? I can go out of the Skyclave Apparition. Why wasn't I thinking of that? You want your dog back? That's a smart move. Oh, there's a green mana. See, at this point, I'm willing to give him his dog back to get rid of that flying 2/1. The dog's only going to be a 1/1. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, it's a 2/2. It's a 2/2, really? Well, that's it. My game's over. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 7 for Emeria's Call. I don't want it to be a land. What I would like to be a land is probably just this one. Let's send it in. It's tapped. And it's a 2/2, so let's just send in the cats. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, she's gonna kill a cat. Well, that was an interesting thing to... We're gonna just have it killed? I guess it's cheaper than paying for the exile cost. Yeah, I need one more mana to be able to put out some angels. He's got those flashbacks up there. That's not cool. He still has to sacrifice something to be able to do it. Wow, he is certainly willing to waste a Wandering Emperor on all of this crap. Oh, there's land, but it's a slow land. And we're done. We do have the ability to play the Wandering Emperor if he comes in. Like I really care about a 2/2. Meat Hook. Well, there goes my guys. You can attack? You are. Oh, it's got... I can't do anything about it. Good for him. Let's get those angels out there. What is this? I still can't do it? I can. There we go. Because, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're good. This guy might have to be a speed bump. That's why I'm holding him back at the moment. 7 should be enough mana for me. You can use that so you can kill an angel. You're looking at it. It's burning in your exile space there. Double up, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, I had 7, right? So I could do it. Oh, I only need 5 for that. That's cool. Send them in. You gonna go after the land? Yeah, whatever. Oh, why won't you ever tap any creatures, my friend? I might have to just play a Wandering Angel, or a Wandering Emperor just to play it. He's got his Orzhov control going on there. He's going to use that Oblivion to kill my other angel. What do I got? 44 cards, he's got 39. When this goes all the way to the end, you'll wish he hadn't been sucking his library dry so quickly. Let's go for the attack first. All attack! He doesn't seem to care about it at all. Wedding announcement. He'll probably Oblivion that at some point. And let's go ahead and put out a creature. Let's see, he's probably got a Blood on the Snow, so you can bring back the Wandering Emperors. Isn't like my angel. He's got his own angels. Are those vigilant? Nope. Do I care? Do I care? Do I care? Yeah, a little bit. Let's screw those guys over. F you, dude. That thing had indestructible somehow? What is going on with that? Oh, because they just came out. That's how. Well, that was ridiculous on my part. All right. Prosperous Innkeeper. And we're done. My angel will be sweet if I can get that guy to Glorious Anthem up. He'll become a 5/5, which would be way better than his angels. And hopefully if he attacks, I can block with the... I could use the Wandering Emperor to Slaughterville. Pass to attackers, come on in. Alright, like this. Choose blockers. I really want to kill 2 more dudes again. No. You could do it, Duffy Moon. There's the Blood on the Snow. And we are done. All right. Now you should take out the wedding festivity, my friend. That's it. That's your whole deal there. That's your gigantic bag, baby. Because you know what? You're not getting anything out of those tokens. They're not turning into crap. The jack crap, that's what they're not turning into. Alright, so we can't attack with that, but I can send in one of my goons that'll just kill one of his guys. Let's take her out. Yeah, whatever, dude. And I can play the Wandering Emperor if he decides to attack. Got an actual creature at this point, which become one of those dumbass flying guys. One, two, three. I could put out Emeria's Call. I know we can. Let's do that. You can play the same joke I did. Try to block guys that are indestructible. Yeah, if I would have thought of that better, I would have played Esika's Chariot, had him in play, made him indestructible, and then did the attack. But I did not. Alright, well I got an Esika's Chariot, so that's cool. Let's just do this. We will tap that kitty and that dude. Let's go in for the attack with everybody. Give ourselves another angel. Double block the chariot, because as you think you got to do. I'll take out that guy. Okay, on his turn, if he decides to come in for the attack, which he won't, but I can always Wandering Emperor. I can still put it out on his turn. I can't do anything to protect that. Now he can attack, though. He's being a bit of a bitch now. There you go, Kimah. Enjoy your -10. Alright, we're playing against Grzknack. Grzknack. We got 3 mana. And a 4th. This is a good hand. This is a good hand. Give him the twirl. Hello. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go for green. Let's start off with. Oh, that's not cool. I'd take the Brutal Cathar. Yeah. Number 2, which allows us to speed up by putting out as a creature. There we go. That's a little bit of ramping action. That's the effect of putting it out as a creature, is you get mana out a turn early. No blocks. So I can do 4 now. So let's go ahead and Esika's Chariot. And we're done. We're playing against Orzhov control again. Alright, so in this case, now I want to play the wedding announcement, so we'll just take it. Let's go ahead and ramp up. Boink, boink. Let's send them in. Attack. Give ourselves another kitty cat. And we're going to wedding announcement at the end of our turn. And I can still play it. Alright, let's do it. Because as those tokens come in, we'll pick up some life. There we go. Okay, and that's a nice wide board. Okay, obviously he's going to be able to wipe some stuff, but he keeps putting things out. I could double wedding announcement as well, though. Alright, so if I do it again, he'll be able to kills it. But he'd have to at least sacrifice his Brutal Cathar to do it. So let's do it. Who are we not sending in? 1 and 2, and that kitty cat right there. Submit. Next to the attacks, 1, 2, and 3. And you are going to get copied. Alright, we have barely enough to cast the Wandering Emperor. He decides to attack us. Next turn I could take out one of their wedding announcements. Oh, third one. That's just ridiculous. I wonder if I can... It'll tell me whether I can channel or not. Because I'd love to do it this turn before he gets another... Yep, looks like I can. Channel! Alright, so now he does not have a second Esika's Chariot, so let's just send in the clowns. 1, 2, and then one of those guys, submit. Let's pull the same trick as before, next. And go for it. You're my clone. I love you so much. Why wouldn't you just chump block that little chumper? You're gonna wipe the board, aren't you? That's not gonna do it. Okay, they're gonna just chump block everything. And I can kill that guy now. I don't think I have the 7 mana though. Alright, I've got 4, 5, 6, so Valorous Stance is all I can do. There we go. See you later, Grzknack. Victory! All right, here's SELSENYA Ramp. And if I can remember correctly, I think we had 3 victories. 3 victories for this deck. So, yeah, let's talk about it. What was great? I mean, you definitely could play the deck. You could play it. You were doing stuff all the time. It seemed to be plenty of mana, and so that was the ramp there, I guess. It didn't have an excessive amount of mana. It wasn't like we were doing landfall where we were using it like crazy, but we were never being held back by a lack of mana. So apparently, whatever this has been tweaked to is a good balance. I mean, we only played it 3 games, but we never had a problem with mana. So we were always able to play in a normal ramp-like fashion, right? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, getting up there. There were times that we're trying to fight to get 7, but what can you do about 7? I mean, 7 is a lot sometimes. I guess with ramp, that's when you're pretty much trying to guarantee 7 by a certain point. Because I really liked putting out Emeria's Call as angels. So the Archon of Emeria is a 2-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. And it was biting me more than not. I am not sure I particularly cared for it in this deck. So I might remove that if I was to play with this long term. In the games that we didn't see the Archon, let's just bring that guy up here, that we didn't see this guy, I didn't miss him at all. He was a flyer, so it'd be nice maybe to have a flyer in here. But, delaying everybody, it didn't really help out too much. Like I said, it hurt me a bunch. And some of my tricks I was trying to pull, I couldn't because you needed to be able to play 2 per turn. The Skyclave was great. Brutal Cathar. I didn't really get to use them much. But how many is it? Just 1? That's probably why. Okay. So the Valorous Stance, that's the trick right there. Using that to destroy target creatures. The other big trick was the Wandering Emperor. There was times, though, that I was playing against people that refused to attack. They wouldn't tap their cards at all. So what can you do about that? Yeah, you just have to play her anyways, I guess, and stop just holding her back because she's got utility otherwise. Esika's Chariot did Esika's Chariot stuff and probably won me the games more times than not because Esika's Chariot is a game-winning card all to itself. Just get that card out and just start letting it make other cats, and you're going to win. You can get other better token creatures out there for her to copy. You're going to win her. And, playing with angels as those other tokens, that I think is a really good plan. Wedding announcement, super fun. I like having multiple wedding announcements out there. That's always good. I like the fact that I was actually using Boseiju as a disenchant. That was fantastic. I like the manlands. I love manlands. I think the ones we have are I like all the manlands. Even Faceless Haven. I was a big fan of Faceless Haven. I thought that was great. I was sad to see it banned. Yasharn, I think he has really good utility in this deck. I thought that he was great. I liked that you can't sacrifice, that players can't sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. I thought that was a good thing. We didn't really see that as an effect, but at least he provides some service other than just being a big body, some muscle when he comes out. But the fact that he is grabbing you those additional lands, once you've got up to 4, means you're going to jump up to 6, not quickly, but you'll have the ability to jump up to 6, guaranteed. And then it's just a matter of getting that last 7. But since you can cast everything in this deck for 4, other than Emeria's Call, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, so what would I rate this deck? I'd say this is definitely an A-level deck. It definitely is. It's really good. It's got a nice balance to it, and it's brutal. And we were going up against control, and we were holding our own. So the only people I think would be hard would probably be those, the super fast aggro decks, notably like the red goblin aggro or something. Just because, if you could get it to mid-game, you'd be holding your own no problem. But the fact that it takes a little while to ramp up, you're mostly focusing on getting your mana sources out. You're not going to be able to fight those those goblins early on, and they'd probably be using their direct damage to wipe out your guys that are up to, even Yasharn would be hard hit to hold against it. So yeah, so that would probably be your hardest matchup. But other than that, you're going to do really good with this deck across the board. I think on a fun scale, I kind of felt like I was thinking too much, and so I wasn't able to just play and react. And maybe that's just because it's a new deck to me, and so I haven't played it enough to just be ready to do what needs to be done. But for coming into it fairly fresh, I thought that it had a lot of potential to be an old standard. I think it did really good in the meta right now, and I think that if you play this deck, you'll go pretty far. So I hope you end up enjoying this deck as much as I did. That's all for now. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, I want you to have a great day. In the words of my people, word to your mother. Bye.